Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading. Libra, let's see what the divine wants you to receive in this reading. As usual, I always want to let you know that these readings are generalized. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. That will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. All right, so let me get more cards for you. I want to also remind you to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign. When you do that, you get a much fuller picture of the energies that you are working with. All right, let me just get more of your cards. And I want to remind you also that I have another channel that is to do with love and general readings. So if you want to see more of my work, I'm gonna link that channel in the description box below. So we have your cards. So it is time to do some self-loving, Libra. There's time you just need to spend just injecting some love, some self-care, and being that energy of meditation and contemplation, because our first two cards are really opening up, requesting you to just be in silence, be in contemplation, and just taking care of yourself on a spiritual, on a mental level, and just connecting with the divine, connecting with that higher wisdom, right? So this is really important, because the next card we see that there is a situation now that could just be triggering you. This is why self-love is important, because you are going to deal with this situation in a way that is centered, where you are not being triggered by whatever is going on here. You are just in that okay, breathe, relax, chill, and let's deal with what's happening here. So for some of you at work, there could just be problems at work where you are dealing with gossiping, where you are dealing with just annoying situations. There is just this energy right now where there is conflict, chaos, argument, fighting. So we have our card that is telling you, right, stay away from gossip. Gossip might be fun, but really it is poisonous to the soul, all right? So if you're invited to start talking about someone, find a way of excusing yourself from that situation. For some of you, you could see that other people are gossiping about you, right? And I told you that we're in that energy of breathing, releasing, letting go. Because whatever is happening here, I feel that this situation is just going to take some time to resolve itself. It's not going to be a situation that just boom, everything is done. This is you either going to having to complain to your manager, having to take this situation to a higher level, and it is just annoying, tedious, time consuming, energy consuming. So the divine is just protect your energy, all right? As you're protecting your energy, it is important, especially if this is at work, that this is happening. It might not even be gossiping, it might be bullying, it might be just something that is going on that is stealing your energy. And the divine is saying, right now, don't get involved, just gather all the information, don't say nothing, just gather all the information. You are the private detective now, because when this situation has to escalate to the next level, you will have all the facts. You have the receipts, you have it all, so that this situation can go in your favor rather than against you. If you're being invited to gossip about someone, like I told you, find a way of excusing yourself, because it could be that this situation is playing in that way. Someone is gathering information and you're involved in the gossip. You're involved in the bullying, you're involved in some type of situation when you're not even aware about what is going on. And then when the receipts are being presented, your name is coming up and you're like, no, I wasn't even really involved. I was just being polite. I didn't even care about that. I just didn't remove myself because I was just being polite. I was just going along because I didn't want any problem. So the divine is just telling you that this situation can play in two different ways, but either way, protect yourself and be in the energy of self-love, right? Because whatever is happening, we have our card that is saying better is a cruel truth rather than a comfortable lie. So there could be a situation where you could find that people are gossiping, but you're not getting involved, you're just listening. And you're like, okay. So-and-so is gossiping about someone. Maybe someone is saying that someone is having an affair at work, something is happening. And then it could, like I told you already, it could be involving you and you're finding out something. So whatever is happening, the divine is saying it is better to know the truth rather than be in denial, rather than be in some type of comfortable lie. So it could be that also, let's say your work, people are gossiping. Oh, you know, I think like this company, I think they're in trouble. I heard that finance girl was saying like, yeah, we could be getting closed. And you're like, what? So then you're going and doing something about it because now you're realizing that your job could be in jeopardy. So now that's a cruel truth that just come out. And you're going to go and take action rather than just saying, oh, well, yeah, let's just see what happens, and you do nothing. So again, this type of energy could just play out in different ways. Don't get involved in it. If there's important messages that are coming out from there, use it to your own advantage. Go and do the research. Don't just lie there all comfortable and then one day, boom, your company says we're closed. It's Friday afternoon and they're telling you you all need to pack your boxes because Monday there's no job. And you're like, oh, I heard the gossip. People are talking about this. Why didn't I listen? So there's an element of understanding that your peace of mind is really important. And sometimes peace of mind means that you have to go and be proactive, okay? And being proactive doesn't mean you get involved in stirring the pot. No, you go and do what you need to do quietly, silently, and then no one can come and point fingers at you and saying that you are part of the gossiping crew, you are part of this and that. You are moving silently and you're making sure that everything is in order. If you need to collect the receipts, you're collecting the receipts. If you need to do this and that, you're doing this and that. But you are making sure that your name stays clean. Because for you, your orishas, your ancestors, your guides are with you. They are protecting you. But honestly, if you're being involved in the gossip, if you're part of the dirty crew, your guides and your ancestors, what can they really do for you? They can't give you that protection because you're part of the problem. So your guides and your ancestors are like, keep your energies clean. When you keep your energies clean, this is when we can fight on your behalf. But if you're part of the problem, this is when we're like, you know, child, you're gonna have to learn the lessons, okay? Because obviously you're not realizing that gossip is poison for the soul, and it is not right to be gossiping about anyone. Just as you don't want someone to be gossiping about you, it's equally not nice for the person who's been gossiped about. So if you want protection, make sure that you're not getting involved in anything that is unkind to other people. So whatever is happening, the divine is like, boom, here's your sign. For some of you, you were asking for your sign and here it is delivered. So it looks like I'm the postwoman now. So we're going to look at our tarot cards. And for our tarot cards, the first card that was coming up for you is a major arcana card. I told you, right, that there is a sense where you are sort of like moving undercover, right? There's a sense here where you are like the sage, like you're just being silent in your movements. You're observing, you're not doing anything, you're being silent. You are maybe, like I said, gathering the information, gathering the facts. As you can see that our hermit there, sneakily looking at something, making sure you've got the receipts. When you need those receipts, you can say, yes, I've got evidence that XYZ was happening. And then people are like, oh, how did you manage to gather that information? Well, because you had a divine tip-off to say that you are gonna need receipts, because there's a dirty little thing that is going on and it might end up dragging your name into the dirt. And your savior is going to be the protection from your ancestors and your orishas and your guardian angels and the celestial beings that protect you. And they're going to make sure that they can cover for you whilst you're getting the evidence that you need. Because we can see that the next card we have is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a card that brings in the energy where you are getting peace of mind. We already saw that there was a card that was telling you that peace of mind is underrated. The Ace of Cups is an opportunity for peace, serenity, for just that flow of joy. There's an opportunity that is opening up for you. So maybe for some of you, you were going through a situation and your company's coming in and saying, hey, we're moving you to a different department, we're moving you to this and that. There is just something that is coming in that is going to make you feel really happy and bring that sense of peace that we were speaking about before. So peace of mind again is being highlighted. And so we now see that there is our Knight of Swords. Our Knight of Swords is an interesting energy because we can see our Knight is in action. But let's break this card down a little bit, right? So we have the Knight. So the Knight take brave action towards something. Towards what? Well, the Knight of Swords takes brave action towards communication, towards, we spoke about gathering information, right? So our Knight of Swords has gathered the information, and when it is time to strike, our Knight has the receipts. Our Knight has the facts, because the swords operate on the mental plane. They are communication. They are letters. They are the word that is spoken. And this word, it can be cutting, can be cold. This is the divine sword of justice. So you are bravely going and doing everything you can that the divine sword of justice can cut away anyone or anything who is trying to come against you, because your heart, your mind, your soul is clean. You didn't get involved in any dodgy situation. You didn't get involved in any type of thing. You were clean and you made sure that you covered your tracks. So whatever is happening, if you're involved in anything that's a bit dodgy, you are a Libra, right? So you're the sign of justice. So if there's a situation that's unjust, unbalanced, there is going to be a situation that is going to be brewing, that is going to just be stirred up. The pot is being stirred up by some people, and you have to really keep clean, because soon you're going to see that suddenly out of the blue, you either get called into the office, there's a tribunal that is going on, and you're just like, whoa, what's happening? And so make sure that you're wise, you're clever, and you're not getting involved in anything, and you're also protecting yourself with the energy of self-love, self-care. It's important. Libra, this is the message that I have for you. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you soon.